Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Evade, and today I'm bringing you another cryptocurrency news. Today is March the 3rd, 2021, and today we're starting things off. Tim Draper handpicks Netflix as the next company to purchase Bitcoin. Will Netflix be the next company to purchase Bitcoin? Question mark? I don't know. I definitely don't think Tesla is going to be the only company that purchases Bitcoin on their balance sheet, though. Speaking in a recent episode of the Unstoppable podcast, Tim Draper stated that Netflix could be the next in line to add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. According to him, the company's co-founder and co-CEO, Reed Hastings, makes Netflix a likely Bitcoin investor. Draper buttressed his point, saying, I think Reed Hastings is a very innovative guy and has a lot of creative thinking, and I think he still controls the reins at Netflix, and so I think that might be the next big one to fall. Meanwhile, the venture capitalists mentioned social media giant Facebook, as well as other major companies like Apple and Google, as likely candidates to invest in Bitcoin. However, Draper noted that companies were instead trying to create a centralized currency of their own. There's been a lot of news and let's say rumors going around that people think Apple is going to be the next one to buy Bitcoin. Maybe eventually, but I don't think right now. Maybe whenever Bitcoin, and I'm not a financial advisor, maybe when Bitcoin gets to $250,000, maybe I can see Apple getting into it. But I think maybe Netflix. I think Netflix could possibly be a good one. But only time will tell. Draper also stated that if he was the chief financial officer of any major organization, he would advise the company to allocate a portion of their portfolio to Bitcoin. According to the BTC, prominent Bitcoin served as a hedge against inflation. Since Tesla's $1 billion Bitcoin investment, there have been speculations about which company would emulate Tesla's move. Increased institutional interest in Bitcoin is largely responsible for Bitcoin's bullish momentum. Meanwhile, firms like MicroStrategy and Square recently added to their Bitcoin holdings. Of course, MicroStrategy and Square, they're buying Bitcoin all the time, every day. I swear they're buying Bitcoin. More companies will follow eventually. More institutions will follow, and it's going to be a snowball effect. Anyways, moving on. Ethereum price analysis. Ethereum bulls reclaim 1.6k. What are the next targets? Ethereum is starting to recover from last week's downtrend, in which it fell from above 1900 to reach as low as 1290. The coin found solid support at 1425 over the past few days and started to push higher from there. Today, the 7% price surge allowed Ethereum to bounce from $1,500 and break above $1,600 to reach as high as $1,658. It is now trading above the 20-day exponential moving average, which is a good sign that the retracement has been completed. Of course it has. Of course it's been completed. I mean, looking ahead, the first level of resistance lies at 1700, this followed by 1764, 1800, and 1975. 1.414 fib extension, yellow. So that would be this line right here, if you're looking at the screen. On the other side, the first support lies at $1,600, this followed by $1,500, 1465, the 0.382 fib, and 1425. I'm not financial advice, but I think a year from now, these prices will not be here. So, I mean, of course, Ethereum's recovering. I mean, we had a minor capitulation moment, minor pullback We're probably going to push back up. Wouldn't be surprised if we're above all-time high by next month, 2 months from now. I mean, it's just common sense at this point. Next, Bitcoin retakes $50,000, a key level for a bull revival. Bitcoin has once more crossed above $50,000, possibly marking an end to the recent price pullback and revival of the broader uptrend. The top cryptocurrency by market value was trading near 51,600 at press time, up 6.3% on the day. It's still down from an all-time high price above 58,000, though it's climbed from a low of 43,000 reached last week, according to CoinDesk 20 data. Quote, the correction looks to have ended with a move above $50,000. John Ng Pangilinan, sorry, that's terrible, managing partner at Singapore-based Signum Capital, told CoinDesk, securing a foothold above that level is key to the resumption of the broader uptrend and a move toward a new record highs, he said. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Bitcoin's back above $50,000. I think going below $50,000, I think it was just to scare people out of the market, and of course it worked, so that, I mean, more institutions, speculation, of course, more institutions can buy more, and just make sure you buy the dip. Not financial advice, but yeah, so just buy the dip. Next news, VeChain technical suggests bull cycle has begun. I think VeChain's up like 20% today, so that's crazy. VeChain prices have risen by more than 50% over the past week after a retest of a crucial support level. The downswing seems to have been the last opportunity for sideline investors to buy VET at a discount. If buying pressure continues mounting, this altcoin could rise by more than 1,500% in the future. I guess, we'll see what happens, only time can tell. VeChain has rebounded from a critical support barrier after a market-wide correction, saw its price drop by 46%. Now, VET seems primed to resume its uptrend towards new all-time highs. I definitely do think VeChain can surpass all-time highs. I think it's just a matter of time. Maybe given another year, end of this year. I don't know. Can't put a time on time, because nobody knows what's gonna happen today, tomorrow, next year. But I think in the end, things are gonna slowly but surely trickle upwards, in the upwards direction. VeChain broke out of inverse head and shoulders formation on February 9th following a 2-year-long consolidation period, slicing through the 0.035 resistance level, marked the beginning of a new bullish cycle on this altcoin's trend from a technical perspective. Indeed, the distance between the pattern's head and neckline projects that VeChain is primed for a 1,500% rally. The recent retest of the underlying support has strengthened the bullish outlook. Now, VET could see that its market value rise towards 0.56 as forecasted by the inverse head and shoulders. That it would be crazy. Here's a little chart right here. If you're driving, don't look at the screen, please. VeChain faces only one critical hurdle on its way up before it re-enters price discovery mode, moving past late February's all-time high of 0.063 will further validate the optimistic scenario. If this occurs, the Fibonacci retracement indicator suggests that the next considerable areas of interest will be at 17 cents and 63 cents. Yes, please. Moving on to the next news. UK budget avoids tax hikes for Bitcoin gains. That's awesome. UK's finance chancellor said economic recovery will be slow through 2021. Of course, as for the what's going on with the pandemic, I think all economies are going to be slowly recovering. It's going to take, I think, years for that to recover to normal levels of what it was before the virus. The government will continue to support the furlough scheme and grants until September. No change in tax rates. Ease the hikes fears among England's crypto and stock investors. The budget deficit, the difference between the government's earnings and borrowings for last year, soared above 377 billion, which is 270 billion euros. These figures are the highest since World War II. That's terrible. The government's debt from the central bank has seen an unprecedented increase in money printing. So economies aren't looking very good right now. People are very, very afraid of inflation and what's to come after all the money printing. I think honestly the best situation to do, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think in my personal opinion, of course, would be to invest your money. Literally, if you have your money in a savings account, it's just basically being devalued because the current inflation rate is 2%, which we already know it's probably not going to be 2% this year or next year because all the money printing that's happening. You have your money in a savings account and you're getting 0.1%. 2% inflation, 0.1% interest. I mean, you're losing out 100%. You're losing out. So just, I think, invest your money. Corporate tax would be increased from 90% to 25% in 2023. So yeah, that's some crazy things going on right there. Tezos price analysis. XTZ finds solid support at $3.35 and rebounds as bulls attempt to break back above $4. Tezos, also known as XTZ, saw a 7.26% price hike over the past 24 hours as the cryptocurrency returns to the $4 level. It had been dropping since mid-February 2021 after reaching resistance at $5.64. From there, the downtrend caused XTZ to drop into the support at $3.35, the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement last week, where it managed to rebound. Today, Tezos managed to climb above resistance at $3.78 to push higher and reach near the $4 level. I think Tezos all-time high is like $12 or something like that. I think personally, I think it will break above $12 eventually. It's just a matter of time. But we'll see if we get there. I mean, still quite a ways to go there, because yeah, I mean, but I do think it can do it. Tezos is bullish right now. It would need to drop back beneath $3.35 or the 0.76 Fibonacci retracement to turn neutral. It would have to continue beneath $2.70. A 200-day moving average to turn bearish. If the sell is pushed lower, the first level of support lies at $3.78. This is followed by a $3.50 to $3.35 0.786 fib, the rising trend line, and 3.07 0.886 fib in a 100-day EMA. Additional support lies at $3, $2.70, and the $2.50 mark. So, on the other side of the first level of resistance lies at $4. This is followed by $4.26, bearish 0.5 fib retracement, $4.58. Bearish 0.618 Fibonacci would be $5.05. Bearish 0.786 Fibonacci retracement, 5.50, and 5.65 all-time high price. Beyond the all-time high resistance lies at $5.89, $6, $6.43, $6.85, and $7. And there's a chart right there. Next piece of news. Tron waives maker price analysis, 3rd of March. Let's see what we got going on here. Tron. Even though the 0.048 resistance level has held strongly over the past week, Tron consistently formed higher lows in his attempt to move above the upper ceiling. This suggested that the bears would not likely hold on the aforementioned level as bullish sentiment picked up all across the market. Sentiment was reflected by the stochastic RSI, since it was pointing towards the overbought zone at press time. Waves' recovery was clearer on the hourly time frame, as the 50 SMA blue closed in on the 200 SMA green. You can see the chart right here. Crossover of the long-term moving average could trigger some buying in the market and push the price above its immediate resistance. The awesome oscillator lent its weight behind a favorable outcome after the green bars rose above the half line. A bullish scenario could see the price move north and towards the $11 resistance mark. Okay, Maker. At the time of writing, Maker rose by over 4% in the last 24 hours and was trading at $2,321. Its daily chart underscored the positive movement after the price bounced back from the $1,945 support. In fact, a bearish doji, which is usually a sign of reversal, was also negated after a higher close on the succeeding candlestick. As you can see, chart right here, bullish doji right there, going back up. And that is it, folks. I hope you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a very wonderful day. I hope you all stay safe through these crazy times. And I will see you in the next video. By the way, if you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe.